Hi kids, it's Miss Diana in my kitchen again. I'm here to show you how to make something pretty easy. It's called a cinnamon sweet snack. My boys and I were trying to think of what to call it. You can come up with a different name if you'd like. I'm going to show you two versions because not everybody will have all of the ingredients that I'm going to show you to use. So we're going to get a flour tortilla. We're going to get a piece of bread. You can try either or, tortilla or bread, whichever you have. I did 2 teaspoons of salt and a teaspoon of cinnamon, oil, butter, and I forgot to mention my secret recipe from when I made you the toad in the hole, but I'm going to share it with you. It's love. Aww. And what's really cool about this is that everybody has it. You don't need to go to the store and get it. You'll have it all the time and you'll never run out of it. And you can use as much as you want. So don't forget, you always make everything you cook with love. Anyways, we're gonna get started. I'm gonna show you first how to do the one with the tortilla. So I'm gonna start my stove right here. Set it to medium. And with the tortilla, I'm gonna use oil. For some reason, I feel like that comes out a little bit better. So you're gonna kind of just, I don't really measure a whole lot when I use oil. You can just cover the bottom of the pan and then make sure it gets nice and hot. And then while that's warming, I'm gonna go ahead and put the cinnamon on a plate along with the sugar. And I'm gonna mix that up. Because what you're gonna do after you fry your tortilla, you're going to dip it in the cinnamon and sugar. Don't forget, gotta put some of this in it. And you know what? If you want, you could, put a little bit. See those little holes? You could put a lot of it. But you know what I'm gonna do? I am gonna go crazy and just get wild with this, and I'm gonna put lots of love. I think that the pan is warm enough, so what we'll do is we'll go ahead and get the tortilla. And just so you know, I did wash my hands ahead of time already. I'm going to put the tortilla in there. And again, don't use the stove unless you have permission from your parents or unless you're old enough. And you're just gonna kind of let that bubble a little bit, get nice and toasty. And I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring my cinnamon a little bit closer. That way when it's time to dip it, you don't drip all over the place. You guys think, do you think we should put some love in that tortilla? I say yes. While that's cooking up, I'd like for you to meet Baby, my cat. Hey, baby. He's a sweetie pie. And one thing to keep in mind when you do have animals around the house is, oops, let's look at this tortilla first. I'm gonna flip it. Actually, I'm not going to, but you can see how it's getting fluffy. When you have animals around the house, some people have their animals well trained. Some animals just don't listen to you. Baby doesn't listen to me a lot. So sometimes animals like to climb on chairs and they like to climb on counters. So what I always do before I cook is I make sure that I clean my counters really well, disinfect, because nobody likes cat hairs in their food. It's not very sanitary. Alright, so that's looking pretty good. I like to get a little bit more brown. This part I really think you should get your parents' help with it because the oil kind of pops a little bit and I'd hate for anybody to get burned. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to transfer it over to the sugar and the cinnamon, and I'm going to turn the stove off. And then, like, if you want, it's not very hot right now, you can also sprinkle it. That way you get it all on there. All that yumminess. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'm going to let this just sit for a couple minutes before we dig into it and taste it. I'm gonna get another plate and put it on another plate. Actually, I'll put it on this plate right here. Now I'm going to show you how to do the one with the bread because like I said, not everybody has tortillas. So I'm going to use this pan for the bread and I'm going to put butter in that one. What did we learn in the other lesson, kids? Does anybody remember? Were you guys listening? What did we learn about butter? Remember? Everything's better with butter. I think that while I'm doing that, I think I'm going to add a little bit more sugar and cinnamon to that little plate. Looks like that butter's almost all melted, so I'm going to go ahead and get my piece of bread. I'm going to put the bread in there and let it toast up. And we can't forget the most important ingredient in this one as well. Forget that. So whenever you're cooking and somebody says, wow, this is great, what did you put in it? What did you tell them? Perfect. Alright, that looks like it's going well. I think I'm going to put a little bit more butter. Did you guys hear about the clock that went to a buffet? He went back 4 seconds. Alright, now I'm going to flip it over. Looks like it's toasted on one side. I'm going to trim this down a little bit because the last thing we need is for my smoke alarm to go off. Looks good to me. Feels nice and toasty. Turn the fire off and I'm gonna put it over here in my cinnamon and sugar mixture. Just soak all of that in. Yummy. Let me get the plate that it was on. On here. I guess I'm just gonna have to taste it because it wouldn't be a cooking video if I didn't taste it, right? So I think I'll do this one first. I'll just hold the whole thing and just take a bite. All right, let's try this one. This one's gonna be my favorite because I love butter. Very good. Sorry, I know it's rude to talk with food in your mouth. I hope you guys enjoyed my recipes and I hope you try them and post your pictures. Stay safe, wash your hands, and remember, always cook with love. One last thing before we go. while you're doing your schoolwork, remember, a broken pencil is pointless.